One of the people linked to the top Cohen Manenos has a super interesting background. I'm of course talking about Peter Njoroge Karanja, who is based in Nakuru. Now, there have been very many rumors associated to the man, and of course the top Cohen Manenos. But for this particular show, we will stick to the facts. Now, at the time of making this particular recording, Bwana Karanja had not yet been charged. And it is not definite that he's going to be charged. All we know is that he's a suspect. However, we have to be careful about details of the case that link him to Sarah Wairimu Cohen. Details that were released by investigators. The gag covers that. The High Court gag order. But what I believe will be of great interest to you will be his background, and what he has done in the past. And of course information that will help us shed light on the big question. Actually, it's not a big question, because many suspect that Peter Karanja and Sarah Wairimu were more than close friends. You know what I mean. But even if you don't worry. We'll come to that. Now, of great interest is that Bwana Karanja is very actively involved in politics. In fact, many see him as the main driving force behind the election into parliament of his girlfriend and later wife, the Gilgil legislator, Martha Wangare. But that relationship is clearly history right now. Because people are going through divorce. And the truth is, it is a very stormy divorce. Because his former wife, Member of Parliament Martha Wangare, has accused him of brutality. And she even said, wait for this one, that her ex-husband had actually threatened her. Threatened to kill her. Now, let us appreciate the fact that in marriage, in many marriages, when things go sour, it is normal, for one of the partners, actually almost normal, to say something like, nitakuua. And I shouldn't be laughing. However, if your spouse accuses you of making such a statement, and then later on, you're linked to an actual murder, the whole picture changes. It could suggest a lot of things that will not be to your advantage in case you're charged. Now, guess what Bwana Peter Karanja was doing before he ventured into politics? He was actually a humble taxi driver in Nakuru. What? He was based at the Lake Nakuru Lodge. Now, don't get me wrong. There's absolutely nothing wrong with being a taxi driver. In fact, if you're smart, you can easily make use of the contacts you come across. Because a taxi driver meets a lot of people. And some of those people are very important, very influential, very powerful. And it seems that Bwana Karanja did precisely this, make use of his contacts. And that is how he ended up being in the PNU campaign team in 2006 in preparation for the very contentious, controversial 2007 presidential elections. He was President Mwai Kibaki's chief campaigner in the Gilgil area and in parts of Nakuru. Those who know him well or have known him for a long time say that his life completely changed in 2006 with that campaign. In the same campaign, in a team that was called Warembo Wakibaki, was a young university graduate called Martha Wangare. Yes, the current MP for Gilgil. And that is how the two, who would end up married, met. Now, the super interesting thing here, that stopped me right in my tracks, was how the couple, after living together and then later making their marriage official, how their lives were moved a notch higher by something that happened in 2011. Many people claim, or they say, after November 4th, 2011, the couple became a power couple. Yeah, high flyers. Now that date I've mentioned is the date when a political party known as UDM was launched. And guess who launched the recruitment drive for this political party? It was a man called, at the time, Honorable William Samoei Ruto, Member of Parliament for Eldoret North. Now the interesting thing is that although Honorable Ruto at the time did not join UDM, he told pressmen that it was his preferred vehicle going into the 2013 general elections. Yeah. And let's be careful you don't lose focus here. Yeah, we're talking about Bwana Peter Karanja. And of course, Bwana Peter Karanja was one of the people who was key in the launching, in the formation of this party called UDM. Now, what does that tell us? You tell me. Yeah, but if you ask me, this is a clear indication that Bwana Peter Karanja at the time was brushing shoulders with the high and mighty in our country called Kenya. Now, we must also take careful note of the fact that the launch of the UDM party to date remains a mystery. Who were its main financiers? Yeah, what was the whole idea behind launching this party that seems to have been later abandoned? A party that a man called Francis Ole Kaparo was very keen to be involved with and to vie for the chairmanship. Kaparo, of course, ended up being chairman of another outfit that was launched a bit later called URP. But even more fascinating, and this will completely floor you, the party leader of UDM is still listed as a man called Philip Murgor. Oh yes, that Murgor, the lawyer to Sarah Wairimu. What's going on here? Now don't get me wrong, I'm not saying anything. I'm just giving you the facts. Yeah, trying to make some sense out of it, even as I continue to desperately try and make some sense from all this seemingly coincidental information. Yeah. But what is it really telling us? It remains a mystery. Yeah, but I bet you not for long. Now, what is the relationship between Peter Njoroge Karanja and the late Tob Cohen's widow, Sarah Wairimu Cohen? On the surface of things, and taking earlier statements, which Peter Karanja made to the DCI, they are very close friends, stroke business associates. However, the information we have so far seems to contradict that. They are much more than close friends. Sample the following. By your own admission, you have a meeting with a certain woman whose marriage is in the divorce stage, just like your own. And after this meeting in Nairobi, you drive all the way back towards Nakuru. But then at 8 p.m. at night, you receive a call from the same woman. And she asks you to come back to Nairobi. And you do precisely that. You take your vehicle, turn it around, and drive at night back to her house. Well, my business associates would never do that for me. And it's not that they don't like me. But a lover would. Let me just leave it at that. Now, to fully understand what I'm driving at, I would refer you to one of my earlier videos on this Tob Cohen Manenos. And I believe you can see a link on your top right-hand corner of the screen right now. Go view that video and you'll understand completely the implications of what I'm saying. Now, before I go, a quick word, actually a reminder. I know most of you have been putting on your thinking caps, for my show today. And although armchair detectives are frowned upon, I see nothing wrong with being an armchair detective. There's nothing wrong with exercising your brain. In fact, it's good for you, because the brain is like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the more wonderful a tool it becomes, so researchers tell us. Anyway, I just wanted to remind you of the offer we have currently ongoing of a highly sensitive ebook I wrote on the mysterious demise of Mutula Kilonzo Sr. Actually, that book solves the whole mystery. It is a very fascinating read. In fact, the feedback I've gotten from most of you who've already taken advantage of this offer is, wow, Chris, I didn't know this. Chris, where do you get your information from? Anyway, you still have the golden opportunity to get your hands on this ebook. And of course, the other Kumekucha classic, Dark Secrets of the Kenyan Presidency. Details on your screens right now. And when you get these 2 ebooks, I will give you 7 months free membership to Club 1999. Which means you'll be able to access all the videos, highly sensitive videos you've missed. About 45. Go for it. Even as we continue chewing on this Tob Cohen Manenos. Until next time, this is Chris Kumekucha.